All right, no one is going to be surprised. I have lost my piece of paper where we were doing the trackings for the lipstick and the highlighter stick. So these things are not going to be as exciting to look at this month. Hey guys, thanks for coming back to check out another video. So it is our last update to the Partners in Cream project pan. Next month will be the finale. It's a little bit bittersweet. I have so enjoyed this project pan. Thank you so much to Steph and DaLin for creating it and just letting us all come along for the ride. It has been just a great way to get more use out of those cream type products, because I know myself, like I tend to neglect those items and I don't add them as frequently into like other project pans as I do powder products. So if this comes back next year, I would definitely be so down into, you know, joining in and doing it again. I've just really enjoyed it. So, but it's not the finale yet. Like I said, finale next month. This is just the last update. I am going to be rolling out some items and bringing some new ones in. And I know it's kind of weird to do when there's this little amount of time left in a project, but I just want to switch focus and maybe try to like finish off some other items in my collection that are in the cream realm. So without any further rambling, everyone that is, okay. I was doing so good. I was on such a roll, no buts, no ums, no likes. What I was trying to say is that in the description box, I'm going to leave Steph and DaLin, because they created this. I will leave the community playlist to the Partners in Cream project pan so that you could go and like binge watch the whole year's worth almost of content. And then I will also leave my personal playlist down in the description box. So now, without any further rambling, we can get into this update. So like I said in my little intro, I have lost my piece of paper where we were doing some markings. So I have my Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Honeycomb. And if I show you, hopefully you can see the bee embossing on there. It's still there, but I really do feel like I have gotten it closer to that bee. And overall, there's just so little of this lipstick left. I have greatly enjoyed this. This is one of those, like, it's my perfect everyday lipstick. I have it on today, topped off with a NYX Butter Gloss. So I am going to roll this out of this project pan, but I will probably still continue to use it quite frequently, like off camera, or not off camera necessarily, but like without it being in a project pan. I just know that this isn't something I can realistically finish off by the end of the year. And so I would rather take it out and put something in its place that there is a chance that I could finish it off. So this will be rolling out. Our next product that we were marking on the paper that I lost is the ColourPop highlighter in the shade Magpie. It's a stick highlighter, and so you can see it's a really pretty like pink kind of champagne color. I will roll it all the way up for you so that you can see it. This is how much is left in it. There is quite a bit of product. I don't think this is something that I could have finished off by the end of the year, which is fine. I didn't expect to. This hasn't been in the project this long. I had another stick highlighter in that was, it took a long time to actually use up that one in its entirety, so I knew this would be kind of slow going. I do want to show you though, if you look down in there, so this product, when we first brought it in, it like had a little dome like almost over the packaging, and so if you look down in there, you can see kind of like how much we have used of it. So I'm really proud of that progress, that it's so far down in the tube now. This highlighter though, it does tend to be, I can go a little too crazy with it, a little too heavy-handed, if you will. And it's then when I do that and I wear it like on top of my foundation, it's a little too dark and it looks a little too stark. So I have been predominantly like drawing this on my face, like above my eyebrows, on the high bones of my cheeks. That's really the only places I've been putting it. But I wear it under my foundation, and I do wear it pretty consistently. Not every time that I do my makeup, but might nearly every time. So this will be staying in though. And then we have our we just have our Supershock shadow in the shade Set to Stun. So I will quickly give you a little swatch of that. This is probably one of my favorite ColourPop Supershock shadows. It's just this pretty like kind of dark rose gold color, and it has, I don't think it'll translate on camera to you, but in like real life it does have these blue like soft glitters in it, but it's not so intense that you couldn't make this an everyday shade. So I was just going to keep this in till the end of the project. I think you can tell that we have used a bit more of the product. Again, I wasn't like forcing myself to reach for this. I just was kind of more going along with like, if I want to wear it today, I'll wear it. And so I'm really happy with like the small amount of progress that I have made with it. But again, I know this isn't something that I will finish off within the year. It's just not realistic. So I would like to bring something else into its place that I could potentially maybe not finish off, but at least hit a good goal on. So this will be rolling out, but I have very much enjoyed it. It is starting to dry out a little bit too, which isn't the end of the world. Like, I just need to rehydrate it, but I try to hold off on doing that for as long as possible, because I have found with ColourPop's Supershock products, once you do rehydrate them, they're fine and they work fine, and you can, you know, use them up in their entirety that way. But the formula does change just a little bit, and so I try to hold off from doing that for as long as possible. Speaking of cream eyeshadows, this has been in since the beginning of the year, and I'm just super proud. I'm mad at myself that I haven't done a good job of like taking progression pictures within this project pan for you guys. That is something I'm going to be a lot better about as we go into 2021, because I know that's more satisfying to look at the progression picture. But I'm happy with all of the work and the damage I have done to my little DIY cream eyeshadow. So I'm sure you guys have heard me say it multiple times, but this is the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Kitten, mixed with some loose pigment from ColourPop called Redzone. And so I just made my own like DIY cream shadow, and it's this really pretty, like, I describe it as like a pink taupey color. I really love this on its own, and I do wear it sometimes like on its own just as a cream shadow with powder shadow like in my crease. But the most way that I have been using this is I'll put it on and then I put a shimmer shade on top of it, because I really feel like it helps to make those shimmer shades really pop. And I don't have like a glitter glue. I don't have like a colored eyeshadow primer that I could use in that place. This works just as well, I think, although I do have my eye on some like colored, like the P. Louise eyeshadow bases, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so now we can get into the product that is the most exciting, that you guys are probably all waiting for. It's the DaLin How About Them Apples palette. We have been working on this all year, and I think too, I want to say this now so that like as I'm editing this, I will remember it. Next update, or you know, at the finale, I think what I'm going to do with this is we're going to roll all the clips from every video so that we can see just how far we've come with this product. But let me roll the clip of what it was looking like for you guys last month. All right, so here is what the DaLin How About Them Apples palette is looking like this month. Oh, look at that. Hopefully the shadow isn't too bad. It is kind of cloudy here today, but I'm gonna bring this in. We have, let me flip it this way, that would actually be easier. Hopefully you can see right there, we hit side pan on Pie. I am just so pleased with myself. I haven't really touched Crisp at all since the last time you guys saw it. Maybe I've used it like once or twice. I've put most of my effort into Pie because there's so little of it left. So when I brought this palette in, my goal was to finish off every shade within here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, at the beginning of the year when we brought this in, I had already finished off 2 of the cream blushes, and so we had 4 in here that we've been working on this year. So far we've finished 2. I'm going to completely change all of my focus, put all my hopes and dreams into Pie, because I do think, like I said, there's so little product in there. I think I could finish Pie off by the end of the year, and that would mean Crisp is still here, which is fine. I'm not going to beat myself up that I didn't finish off this whole palette this year. I'm really proud of myself for finishing off, hopefully, fingers crossed, 3 cream blushes within here. So that is kind of where I'm at with this palette. And then if this project pan does come back next year, you guys will probably be seeing Crisp in here. Not to say that I won't wear this like once this project ends. Like, it's not like this isn't one of those products where it's like, you know, when you've been working on it for a long time and then a project pan ends and you're like, I need a break from that said product. This is not that. Like, I very much love this. I'm very sad that this is not something that you can get like from theBalm anymore. Other retailers do sell it. I think I've mentioned this before, but I'm just a little iffy on purchasing it from like Walmart or Amazon, because Lord knows how long that's been sitting in a warehouse somewhere because it's not actually sold by theBalm anymore. So, but I was about to end the video. We have 2 products to roll in. Get your act together, Haley. Okay, so to replace my Bite Beauty lipstick, I am going to roll in my NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the shade Bit of Honey. It is the butter gloss that I have on top of Honeycomb today. I just really love how this looks together. I think Bit of Honey, it was a shade where I was like at first, Haley, why did you buy this? And then once I started wearing it, I was like, oh, that's so pretty. So right here's a swatch of it. It just looks super dark, but I feel like it looks so pretty, and it goes, in my opinion, so well with like any type of eyeshadow look that I want to wear, any type of blush that I want to wear. So I would love to finish this off by the end of the year. I don't know if that's realistic. I have a month, but I have been known to plow through some NYX Butter Glosses. So I would be tickled if I could at least get to the point of taking the stopper out of this product by the finale. But I would really like to finish it off. So this will be coming in, and I will be using this for the remainder of the project. Then the other item that I would like to bring in, instead of working on the ColourPop Supershock shadow, I would love to bring in this ColourPop Supershock highlighter in the shade Monster. So this one is super pretty now that I have figured out how I like to wear it. At first I was like, I don't like the way that looks on my skin. It's like a white base with like a pink purple shift to it. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of Cube from the Subculture palette, if you guys are familiar with that shade. Let me give you a swatch of it down here. It's the bottom. Hopefully you can see it. So when I would wear this on its own, I was like, I don't really like the way that looks. But then I found that if I mix it with other highlighters, especially golden ones, I really love the way that that looks. So I've actually been wearing that, like that kind of combination in a lot of videos previously. So I know that I'm not going to hit pan, or I know that this is not something that I'm going to realistically finish off within the year. There's so much product in these Supershock highlighters. Let's see, there's 4.2 grams. So what I would love to do though is to hit pan on it. And I want to try to wear the product down evenly, because since it is a cream product and it's malleable, you could just kind of like dig your way into the center and hit pan. I don't want to do that. I want to continue to like rub my finger around the whole surface and then try to hit pan by the finale of this project. So that is all that I have for you guys. Now I can officially end the video. I've had so much fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I cannot wait to see everyone's updates. I hope you guys are having a good day or a good week or a good whatever, and I will just catch you in the next one. Bye.